All right, it looks like they're starting. I'm gonna be quiet for a few minutes, guys. I have stuff happening in the background for the next few minutes. Looks like Nick's having a little bit of trouble with the hive room right now. Unfortunately, Ddraig is also having some problems, so it's not going to gain any time. This room's kind of tough. You have to have good movement to do it properly. But yeah, sorry about the noise in the background for me, guys. I have my microphone set to push to talk, so I'm doing my best. There won't be as much noise soon. So early on, thankfully, they're going to be following pretty much the same route. I would guess. So you shouldn't see anything too different on this end. Whoever looks ahead visually is going to be the one who's ahead, most likely. I'm pretty sure Nick has a 1:14. I'm not sure what time Ddraig has, so Yeah, well, he'll be leaving soon. He might even already be gone. I took up the race on short notice because I was playing with my nephew earlier and did not know when he was going to leave. I was showing him how to play Mario. It looks like Nick is going to be the first person in the crate here. Of course, we gotta go to the crate because having speed booster as early as possible opens up everything in Norfair, basically. If we go anywhere else, we don't have access to speed booster, and our routing options are way too limited. Of course, we don't get tab bombs here, but we don't get tab power grip here, but bombs will do everything we really need to do here. I wonder if Nick's going to be doing JBJ. JBJs are jump bomb jumps. Of course, you save a little bit of time if you don't bomb jump from the ground, but if you do it from there. And if he dies, he'll see it right here. Yeah, he does do JBJs. Those diagonal bomb jumps in crate are really scary to do sometimes. They're not too hard, but if you fail them, you're gonna lose a lot. Especially that first one because there's a bug in the way, and he works out really nicely on your first pass, but not so much after that. I don't know if Nick killed or not. I wasn't paying attention, but his ammo count looks pretty good here. Alright, cool. You need to have at least 10 missiles here. If not, we have to farm. But 13 is a really good number. We can even kill a few enemies and save it a little bit. Of course, it's random because it depends on the drops that the acid worm gives you. And you can see Ddraig struggling with this, but as I was saying, this bomb jump chain is huge, really costly to fail, and it's not easy sometimes. He's killing the enemy there because when there's a drop on screen, it prevents him from spawning. And he finally gets through. Looks like Ddraig is going to use the easier method of going through there instead of wall jumping. He might have attempted it, but yeah, he must have failed. And Nick's coming up to his second diagonal bomb jump. This one, if you go really quickly, you can... If you mess this up and go really quickly, you can back it up. Because of those blocks respawn, you really do have to go fast if you mess up. But Nick got it on his first try, no problem. So. And Ddraig is coming up to his fight here. Fell down a little early, unfortunately. Oh, he's using up a ton of missiles. Hopefully he's alright. Okay, he got lucky, but he's still going to need some more missiles. You saw that Nick used a lot of missiles against those giant side hoppers there. And you kind of need to. Nick opts to use Ddraig opts to use another missile. I don't know that I'd advise doing that. It works well to have multiples of 2 there, but I don't know. Let's hope we see some drops on his end. Nick having a little bit of trouble with that JBJ there. It was a little unfortunate because the enemy was in the way, and you can't really get a bomb jump in if they're in the way, but he fumbled around a little bit after that. Oh, Ddraig got double missiles but did not collect them. I don't know why exactly. That would have helped him out a huge amount. Now he's going to have to use a lot of beam shots against the side hoppers, and that's really slow. So Nick is going to come up to the crate fight here, and crate fight is pretty easy and self-explanatory. You try to pump in as many missiles as possible. 2 rounds is as good as we can get. And we try to hit double missiles on him. 2 missiles and a single jump, that is. And Nick does it pretty well. Ooh, Ddraig is gonna have... He's missing a lot of missiles here. He got a little lucky and he got some good missile drops, but this is still going to be a really slow second side hopper for him. I really hate when this happens because this just kills my hands when I have to shoot beams. I'm an old man, so my fingers are really really bad. Now that Nick has speed booster, we'll see a few shine spark corrects at some points. And I think we're going to see a small route deviation in a bit. Nick is going to be doing high jump first. But that won't happen for a little bit. It's going to be pretty similar for the most part otherwise. We can also call it my route, Nick. The stupidest name we had for it actually was Sam Fair back in the day, because we didn't really have a good name for it. All the names we have for it really suck though, so I just call it high jump first. Or maybe middle north air first, I don't know. Middle ice is also kind of funny. Yeah, so overall, looking at Nick's gameplay right now, looks like he has potential for a better time, but I don't think his hands always do what he wants them to do, and that's mostly just not having enough runs in. But looks like he knows all the proper strategies and everything like that. And Ddraig definitely looks a little more fresh here. Ddraig only using single missiles on the crit fight. He almost died, so thankfully he survived. Dying to crit is really, really sad. I think it's probably happen to somebody in any percent or in Hundo. There isn't a whole lot of chance of death in 100%, honestly. At the top level, there are a few heated rooms you have to go through without healing, but overall, it's pretty safe. There's also one spot where you can get a kiss of death and die, but that's only if you don't heal, and I don't think we're gonna see that happening. Not in these kind of races. I think there are some runners that opt to skip the heal in races, but not these two. Ooh, Ddraig didn't shoot the block, so he's gonna have to... Oh, never mind, I'm blind. He did shoot. So Nick has a really comfortable lead over Ddraig here, I think. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the winner of this has a chance of going to brackets. I don't think the loser goes to brackets, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't quite looked at how the seating and everything works. Nick having some trouble with the bomb jump, so he will just wall jump up here. You only lose like 2 seconds. It's not such really a big deal. Ddraig showing off those single bomb jumps. That's cute. Nick really going slowly to kill that enemy. That was funny. Oh, man. Just inching towards it. So I'm not sure if Ddraig is going to be doing this route, but Nick is going to go straight down real soon. Oh, okay. That is a little slow, that strategy is, but you have to do that strategy really fast to save time there. But anyway, Nick is going to go down here first. Instead of the traditional going to get Ice Beam and then going down through Norfair gradually, he's going to do something that looks a little weird, but it does make sense because we're skipping a few room transitions. He's going to go grab High Jump and then go to the bottom and then Shine Spark back up to get Ice Beam. Grabbing Ice Beam is important because we're going to have to do a glitch later, so we have to get it before Ridley. But the advantage of this route is that we see one less heated room, and we can't heal between these heated rooms, really. So it gives us more safety. You know, maybe being able to skip a heal, or not having to worry as much with only one heal, since we have an extra E-tank's worth of health. The route also winds up being faster for late Brinstar because we're able to route out a heal completely, but I don't think we're going to see it from these players. Your movement has to be pretty spot on to skip the heal, and definitely with 1.5 E-tanks, I don't see it. Well, actually, no, his health count is actually pretty good to skip the heal, but I'm not sure. I don't think Nick is experienced with that, so he might just heal. But I could be surprised. Because this is a lot of health. You can definitely skip the heal with this health. Yeah, he does not know the proper heal bush strategy there. What he was trying to do was collect item and heal at the same time. But he did the bomb jump method, and you can just do a spring ball setup there, and it's really easy. But no, as predicted, he definitely healed here. It's definitely the play if you're not as confident as you can be about your move. I'm also not showing his missile count. I do a route where I have so many missiles, I don't really have to worry about it at all. But your missile count is definitely shorter with a late print strat. This heated room can be pretty scary because messing it up means that the enemies are not going to be where we want them to be, and it can cause us to get hit, fall in the lava, and take a lot of damage. So it can be really scary. Not so much when you have full health entering the room like Nick did, but it can still go really wrong. So thankfully, I did it frequently. So I'm going to have to be a little unprofessional for a bit and leave you guys for like 5-10 minutes. There is no other commentator, so hopefully you guys can listen to this in silence for a bit. Sorry about that. But I'll be back soon. Before I go, I guess I'll check to see if Ddraig uses early high. Yeah, Nathan, good idea. Okay, Ddraig is going to get Ice Beam first. It's important to note that. So, see you in a bit.
Hello everyone, I will be joining Sam this part of the race since I have just gotten home. I am Wilrinth. Sam is currently away, but hopefully I'll be able to tide you all over. It looks like noxiousnick, Ridley, and Ddraig attempted, I think he was trying to attempt the repo glitch there, but he didn't quite get it. Nick's going to be setting up for the Imago Spark here. Excellent positioning. Hopefully he'll be able to store his spark again here. Nice, and he'll be able to spark across the top of this room, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully Ddraig will be able to get this bomb jump pretty quickly. It's pretty scary if you're just doing singles because it takes a lot longer. But he's able to get through, and he does have enough health to skip the heal. Hopefully he will deal with this side hopper, since if he gets hit by it, then he certainly won't be able to. Ddraig is still relatively new to the game, so he might not be confident with this screw attack heal skip, especially if he gets hit by Novas like that, or Rippers in the upcoming Ripper room, which is definitely dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Fortunately, he just gets the absolute best pattern. Nick is now in the puzzle rooms. Did a nice job with the first puzzle room. Ddraig is, in fact, opting to heal here. This last heated room that he has to go through, since I do think I see the ice beam, is absolutely the most dangerous. It's very, very easy to take a lava dive, as Sam mentioned earlier. And if you accidentally get hit by one enemy, it means you're going to be getting hit by multiple. What Nick's doing is about as same as if you were to manually do the platforming, but platforming allows for... Oh no, Drake's taking a lava dive. Oh no, that's not good. 55 health isn't too bad. You only really need 150, maybe a little more for this heated room. And obviously he's got over 400, so he'll be fine. Nick performing a diagonal. That trick is only gives you a couple frames, so it's really cool to see that he didn't mess it up. Since the punishment is you have to go set it up all the way back in that long Shine Spark room. As we can see, Drake's taking a few lava dives here, and it's messing him up a little bit. But he still makes it out of the room with 241 health. Nick opting to reposition himself. You can easily jump the gun with that vertical Shine Spark and have to reset it up. Nick misses the speed jump. Oh, that is... Depending on your subpixels, I believe that can actually be 2 frames. Fortunately, he's able to get a second try, but it does lose about, I want to say, 12 seconds? Maybe a little less if you mess it up. Nick is not opting to shoot here. Breaking those blocks, having to grab an additional edge. I usually use shots if I'm afraid that I'm going to accidentally screw attack one of those shot blocks. Welcome back, Sam.
Hello. Did you see if Nick picked up the missile early?
Which missile are we talking about?
The high jump first missile.
I did not check that because I was getting my computer set up to be able to commentate.
Okay, well, we'll see that in a few minutes then.
Yes, he is after all at the end of Ridley. Oh, what you did miss was Nick messing up speed jump.
That sucks, but I guess it's pretty typical.
Yeah, it's... Oh, Ddraig jumps a little late. That kind of sucks. Has a rough time with this room here. I wonder what Ddraig will do for Cocoon strats, and I hope he doesn't spark. Okay, good. So no particular strat for this room. I guess whatever floats his boat. Nick has now cleaned up most of the items in Ridley. He's now going to have to fight the boss himself. This is the part of the stream where I suggest everyone turns up their volume to the max. If you do, in fact, want your ears blown out.
The Ridley fight music's also pretty good while it lasts.
Too bad you never hear it for more than like 20 seconds.
Yeah, at least it's playing during the cutscene. Otherwise, it would be really unfortunate.
Low percent exists though, and Ridley can lose you 2 minutes in low percent if he wants you to.
Yeah, he's really stupid in low percent. Like, low percent RNG in general.
I wonder how many runners have lost runs to Ridley RNG.
He can be pretty trolly in any percent hard also, because you need to wait for drops there.
I know I don't have much experience with low percent, but I do have experience. Oh no, Ddraig missed 2 supers on the Imago. This is not good. He's now just going to let the Imago kind of just give him a second cycle, which does lose some time. But given how many shots he missed, that might actually be faster than 5 or 6 cycles of him trying to hit you.
Yeah, probably. That was definitely a lot of missiles.
I forget what I wanted to say before I got cut off by Ddraig messing up. Oh yes, low percent Ridley. Ridley, the only way to really get damage on Ridley in low percent is to wait for his fireballs, and Ridley can go back and forth to the room like 15 times before he wants to get these fireballs. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. Seeing 3 supers from Owls is always nice. So I bet Nick's happy that he's able to leave Ridley with 10 supers.
If I was him, I would shoot an extra missile just to see 110. But
yeah, that's what he did. Yeah. Too bad he. Oh no, that's right. He has screw attack. He doesn't need to spend a missile.
He's gonna have to spend a missile here, unfortunately. But we're gonna be able to see if he did collect the missile. He should have. That's how you do the route. But,
looks like there is no missile there, which means he did the route properly, which means he got the spark.
Okay, good. You should be collecting the missile no matter what you do there, though. So, but I did see him. I did see him not getting the missile during his last run when he missed the spark, which is not the correct play. But hopefully, he is more accustomed to the route now.
I think the alternative, if you miss the spark, is early is to just go up, get Ice Beam, grab the missile, and take the Ridley shortcut down.
Yeah, but you definitely want to grab the missile early. Like, it's just a wall jump.
Yep, yeah. Nick is currently setting up Brinstar Super. Ddraig is setting up for... Okay, I thought he was about to do the platforming for a second.
Yeah, you won't see many newer players or even more advanced players doing the platforming. I'm probably the only one that does that.
I would say that I will occasionally do the platforming. If I am at 0 supers and I'm not feeling lazy, then I will absolutely do the platforming. Even if I'm at 2 supers, I'll generally do the platforming if I'm not lazy.
I am not lazy ever. I hate to do the wall jumping, so the shine sparks. I don't do that. Like for me personally, it's mostly that when you're shine sparking, you have to. Yeah, that happens. But yeah, when you're platforming, for me personally, you don't have to deal with turning around at the specific frame or whatever. So, and always platform means I'm always comfortable with that specific platforming. So
what do you mean turning around on a specific frame?
Because you want to do the other strategy really quickly, you have to turn around at the exact right time. I don't like doing that. You don't have to turn around.
The left button.
No, because yeah.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I know what you're saying. You mean when you're setting up the shine spark?
Yeah.
The diagonal. Okay. Yeah, I see. I usually just use the enemy as a guess and check. I'm not sure if that's faster. But... Ddraig struggling with the Ridley puzzle rooms. Ugh.
Yeah, speed jump is a 4-frame trick. It's not easy at all.
I was told it can be less depending on subpixels.
It could be, yeah.
I definitely don't like the idea of using 2 missiles though for this room. I always feel like whenever I try to use 2 missiles, I mess it up. It's easier for me to just use a beam shot.
Yeah, I just spammed the beam and used a missile. But it looks like you finally got it there.
Yep. Nick is now done with the cleanup of the upper reaches of Brinstar. He will now go grab his final item here, which is the last major upgrade of the game, the long beam. Actually, no it isn't. There is one more major upgrade we have yet to obtain. One barrier suit.
Power bombs.
Power bombs aren't really a major item.
I mean, it depends on your definition, I guess.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess that is, so it's... That
but,
is certainly subjective.
Either way, power bombs are pretty annoying in any case. Like, they just let you get extra power bombs. They're not very useful.
Yep, unfortunately, the only way to get more power bombs is to go all the way to the top of the ship. Or you can sort of death hover to a particular power bomb.
Do you know
Ddraig? What happened to Ddraig? He didn't have
why
enough
did he
speed
go
to...
back?
Oh, that would explain it.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I thought he had already killed Ridley.
That is the worst. When you jump over it. Oh, that is so...
That's sad.
Yeah, that's... I've done that a bit, but whenever I jump over, I kind of just accept my fate and go into the 4th puzzle room early. Better than falling down, I think.
I try to react. I usually don't fail like that. I'll just try to be fast enough not to have that happen.
So what usually happens to me there is I will get the wall jump and then I will wall jump over the missile. Nick finally in Turin, he's looking for double supers in most of these places. It seems supers have been reasonably kind to him. Another super there.
Do you know what Ddraig's PB is, by the way?
I do not, but I can check for you if you want me to.
Yeah, I tried looking, but I can't find his PB. So, I wonder if Nick is one of those people that saves 2 supers for the class or not. I definitely like doing. Nice to save a super for him.
Speedrun.com.
I like saving an extra super for the class, just so we don't get knocked around by Mother Brain. But 5 should be okay. The turrets are pretty random. They're really stupid, honestly.
They're irritating to deal with. I still need to do some practice with Mother Brain Room, to be honest. I probably lose 10 seconds there every run.
Yeah, it's dumb. Nick has a really, really good way of dealing with Mother Brain. He, before going onto the platform, he deals with the first round of the eye, and that's definitely faster. So it's a little optimizations I don't even see some of the top runners doing.
So I believe Ddraig's PB in the tournament is a 1:33:30.
Okay. And holy crap, he got a lot of supers in Speedway.
I did not actually see because I was trying to figure out his PB. But whoa, he has 10 already. Okay, that means he gets to skip the owls. That's a rare occurrence. Unfortunately, Nick does not have time to waste all of his missiles.
So the question is, will Nick skip the heal? And the answer is, I cannot think of one reason as to why he would want to. I don't think he is on PB pace. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I
And
would not
he
skip
has
the heal
such
if
a
I were
huge
him
lead
either.
that there's absolutely no reason for him to. It's not worth it.
I've only seen maybe. Oh, that was a weird placement for Dow. I mean, I don't. I think the only person I've seen skip the heal is John. Maybe Scotty. But I don't know.
In tournament races, I've skipped the heal.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I want to say most of my races I've skipped the heal.
Ddraig forgetting where he was going for a second there.
Also,
I've had that
Eagle.
happen before. What's that?
Eagle heal.
Okay.
I don't think he skipped the heal in his last race against Toby. Or what? Against Monkey, excuse me.
That race was so close for a while. It was hilarious.
Until Charlie Spark.
Yeah, that was embarrassing for both of us.
I really pitied Monkey because he was ahead. He was ahead of the legendary Eagle. Being ahead of Eagle is like insane. Especially from Monkey, who was around in the community back when Eagle was the force to be reckoned with. Alright, so Nick is in fact said in the chat that he will not be skipping the heal. Good for you, you're making the smart decision.
Yeah, you usually only see people skipping the heal if they really want to save that time.
Yeah, it's only, what, 6 to 7 seconds minus the time you lose to Charlie?
I think it takes 8 seconds to heal and it takes 2 seconds, and you save 2 seconds to Charlie. So
from what I've heard, on average, you will save about 1 second to Charlie each of the 3 cycles. Obviously, you can lose time. Obviously, you can save more.
yeah, yeah. So I think it's 6 seconds overall, if I'm not mistaken.
Nick is not opting to do. Oh, yes, he is. He is going to attempt. Yes. Oh, he gets it. Oh, but he still gets the strat. So even though he takes a hit from a pirate, he is still able to do the friendly fire strat that is in fact faster than the tripwire skip that most of us in the Metroid Zero Mission 100% community are used to.
Yeah, it's a newer trick though, so it hasn't had the time to make the rounds as much yet. I mean, I haven't even practiced it yet because I'm lazy.
Yeah, I definitely got to agree, Red Armor. It's kind of a shame that you never get to hear the stealth theme again. But interestingly enough, there is one room in the game where the stealth theme does play, even after Suitless ends. It's one room at the start of Suitless where there is a super missile in a ceiling. That room does play the theme.
So, who won the last race between you and Destructor, by the way?
That has not happened yet. That is on Friday afternoon.
Okay.
I think that's the that might be the last race of the tournament. Of the rather the Swiss tournament.
If you lose that, do you still make it, or you're not sure?
I am currently 3-2. Destructor is also 3-2. The outcome of our race is who doesn't need to. The winner automatically is guaranteed a bracket spot, no holds barred.
Okay, and the loser has to play another match or something?
Yep, loser will have another match.
Oh, that's a weird kind of setup for Sam strat. That's interesting. It did end up working that time, though. Yeah, Nick has a fair lead right now. It's probably
Oh, it might be 10 minutes at this point.
10 minutes? Yeah, that's what I would say.
10 minutes might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but I think given the amount of time that Nick will save over Ddraig in the coming... Oh! Nick missed Samstrat. Interesting.
Yeah, he did a weird setup for Samstrat. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I guess it could work. There are a lot of ways to do Samstrat. But...
I think the difference is I rather have a will work to a can work.
I mean, it's all depending on pirate movement, right? But I think Nick...
Huh, that's interesting. Nick actually stops there.
Yes, he does the Sam strat there too. Everybody makes fun of me for it. I just stop.
I suppose doing that guarantees you won't get hit by a pirate.
It does, yeah.
Even if that dude would jump out at you, and I can't imagine he would. Yeah, Fangs is right. Stopping is for cowards.
Stopping is for people that have 109s and 110s, so... Get on my level, Fangs.
I believe 109 people don't stop. 110, yes, you're right.
I mean, I have a 109.
You can claim you have a 109. The leaderboard says otherwise.
I mean, I have a recorded run that's better than the one on leaderboard that I never submitted, so...
Yeah, don't you have like a 110 flat or something stupid?
I have a 110.02 that I didn't record because I was really upset during the whole run, and I don't have a local record.
Ddraig, what are you doing? Just diagonally shoot down. You just shot two supers in the same direction, thinking one would hit. That's kind of funny. Torian Metroids, man. Those things are the weirdest. He jumps. Got a little cocky there. I gotta say, of all the Metroids of all the enemies in Metroids in Zero Mission probably have the weirdest hitboxes. They literally have slopes that you can get a speed boost off of.
Yeah, I think it's not exactly Metroids that are weird. It's Ice Beam physics that are stupid.
Yeah, it might be it, but
like you can freeze a Rinka. Rinkas have priority over Metroids, so if there are two at once, you'll freeze the Rinka. It's really stupid.
So interestingly enough, in my I want to say it was a race that I had the other day, I used the Rinka to clip into the floor during the Mother Brain fight. I was on pace to probably get a 5-second golden Torian, but then I literally clipped into the floor, and Mother Brain wouldn't shoot her beam. I was freaking out, and it made me lose like 20 seconds. Because I didn't realize I clipped into the floor.
Oh, yeah.
So interestingly enough, it's not that the Rinkas have priority over the Metroids, but the enemy that spawns first has the priority. Ddraig should be freezing those Rinkas so they can't hit him. Nick is now the Charlie Spark. We were talking about this earlier. This Spark can lose you a lot of time. It's not too terribly difficult, but because of how long I was afraid he sparked too high there. Fortunately, he didn't.
Can you spark too high?
Yes, I have done it.
Yeah, it feels scary because there is a really short window to get down press, but it's not exactly difficult. It's just stressful.
Yeah, it's stressful just because it's a long spark chain. I actually find the hardest part of that spark chain being the space jumping, because it's so easy to drop a space jump. Ddraig is having an incredible hard time. Proper way to deal with this if you can't really figure it out.
Oh, his ammo's really low, but he still has enough, doesn't he?
No, because he still has to break the last one. So 30 and 4 is not enough for Mother Brain.
I mean, I would probably just farm anyway. Oh, he got a super. Wow.
60 ammo is more than...
Oh, yeah, he definitely has enough with this extra super missile.
Oh, hello, 43, 45 and 8, yeah. Oh, he did break the last app. I didn't think he did.
I mean, maybe just for safety or something.
I mean,
It looks like it's
probably-
going to be a clean mother brain fight. Yeah, I've definitely seen worse from top runners, so that was not bad.
Yeah. A little slow on firing the ammo, but that all comes with practice, right?
Yeah.
Fact is, he didn't get hit by Mother Brain.
And
that's
he
good
got
enough.
onto the platform really quickly.
Oh, ooh, that is an unfortunate way to mess that one up.
Messing that up doesn't cost too much time if you know the proper backup. I don't think anybody except for Fangs actually knows it, though.
I would say messing up in the way he did does lose time, because you lose like 4 seconds to honking. But I know it's actually technically slower to do the platforming if you're a TAS. Obviously,
Yeah.
can't even come close to measuring up to that. But that is an interesting thing to know.
You can get sort of close with platform. I don't know exactly how close, though. Ross, Nick is and has a huge lead.
Also, Nick is apparently on PB pace. I should check. I'm intrigued on just what pace Nick is on.
Well, I think he might be on 113 pace if he plays properly, but I have not looked at his splits or know the proper timings.
All right.
I got a 110 the other day with a 36-17 Toria and Tertullian. It was pretty bad.
In one of my old PBs, specifically my pre-door clip PB, which was a 112.28, I had a 51.55 power bombs. Now, mind you, that was back when my late game was complete garbage. It still is, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So he's just a. So this could easily put up a 113. And nice door flip by Nick. Ddraig will certainly not be skipping the heel.
You do have to keep numbers in mind for 100% sometimes too if your luck is really bad and you skip the heel, but normally not an issue if you do the heel and Ddraig gets the match.
Shout out to Scotty. Nick did not properly do that room right.
Yeah, you can really tell because it lags really hard.
I wasn't confident he would break that speed block. That was close. Now I wonder which strat Ddraig does for to be able to turn off the alarm in the upcoming room. Okay, he's going for tripwire skip.
So for that strategy that Nick does, he should just shoot the work bot.
You gotta wait till you're all the way the way, right? Doesn't know the backup, I don't think. The proper backup at least. You want to wall jump off the left wall before you try and get those pirates close together. Alright, so what Nick is doing now is what you would want to do in the door flip route, which is what he did. If you mess up the door clip or opt to use a power bomb, you don't really have enough power bombs to come down here. So what you do instead is you'll go straight to the glass tube. That way you can clean up the part of this chip down here later on. It's actually a little faster to do this later on. But the benefit to picking up this power bomb now is it means you don't have to do an incredibly difficult Shine Spark chain over the landing site that we like to call melee.
Yeah, it just removes a lot of stress from the run. I like it a lot.
But like I said, it is in fact slower by like a second.
Yeah, by an insignificant amount overall, but I am a proponent of removing stress from the run and losing a little bit of time. So,
You know, last time I did Ming Li, which was the other day because I missed Thorcliffe, I lost a minute. Frankly, I will gladly throw away 1 second to save 1 minute.
yeah. Well, here comes the biggest trick in Hundo. Yeah, one shot at it. So.
Also, shout out to both players being in the same room. Does Nick do the space boost method?
I think he does, yeah. Scotty's setup for that is really good.
Jump in at the brambles? Yeah, I love that one.
Well, I don't know if it's jumping at the brambles, but it's just like having a setup space jumping at a specific time. What I like to do is when Samus kind of goes off screen, I do a space jump right and a space jump left, and that always works. There are several ways to do it.
Yeah, what I really need to work on for that particular trick is making sure not to let go of the left button, not to let go of the left button until after I've finished the space boost. Because multiple times in runs, I have pressed the right button too early and lost my speed boost. Or just wasn't holding left and jumped and obviously didn't space boost at all. So remembering just to hold left through that space boost is what I really need to work on. Nick is now heading over to Turian. He gets to use this extra power bomb that he obtained in the lower ship right here.
Oh, there are a lot of differences between this game and Super Metroid Cat Lamain. Don't even think I could begin to describe them, honestly.
Yeah, they're way too different, but
The main
is the worst game is the biggest difference.
No, let's not talk about. Let's not compare the games right now. But the main big difference is that Super Metroid is a whole lot floatier than Zero Mission is. So they're very different. But the floatiness is something you'll definitely notice if you play this one. It is.
Yeah. So in addition to the floatiness, Samus's movement is a lot crisper. And it's a lot more fast-paced, so to speak. There's also no run button, and it's more reactive, so to speak.
I mean, it depends on who you ask in the Zero Mission community. I think that Super Metroid is absolutely fantastic, but you know.
Ddraig is finally ending Charlie. Shout out to Nick for not messing up the Turian space boost. It's not a particularly hard trick, but I would say that it is pretty easy if you're not really super focused to accidentally space boost a little too low and hit the ground.
Wow, no, I saw that. That was way too early.
Did he just use 2 power bombs?
He had to use 2 because he did his first one way early before Braid AC Morph. You have to wait a little.
Yeah, I usually make sure that I'm at least at the second block, because I actually multiple times I was 1 block off, So at one point I actually kind of just checked to make sure which block I could lay it on, and as long as you're not as far as you can be to the left, you'll be fine.
Oh, by the way, for the guys just joining us, Nick is in fact he has a huge lead right now. I don't know exactly how big of one. It's hard to tell because Ddraig is going to lose even more time to movement later.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nick!
Did Nick mess? What did he do?
So he ball sparked, but he was right on the point where he did not hit the slope at all.
Oh, he was too high.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, thanks. Speak of the.
I've seen Balsmore not spark there at all. Is it faster just to walk over to the left, or is it faster to spark?
For TAS, I believe it's faster to spark. For real time, take your pick. It doesn't really make a difference.
Interesting. Okay.
So I opt not to spark there myself. It depends on what you want to do.
So now
Nick.
What
Oh,
about
what power bomb is Nick gonna skip? I would guess one of the Norfair ones.
Nah, Nick will just get a power bomb dropping, I'll be fine.
I don't know.
3 power bombs, you need 3 power bombs for Kizodia, and you get 2 more. So I would just skip the Norfair power bomb and just lay 2 regular bombs, unless he gets a drop.
And definitely don't do what Scotty did.
Oh, did Scotty lay the bomb too low and have to go reset?
No, he during his run, he used an extra power bomb in Chisodia, but he forgot several things. He went all the way back.
Oh no! Ddraig messed up the trolley spark. And did he? No. Oh no. Okay, no, he didn't.
No, he does.
Them at the lake.
Yeah, which is a good strategy if you're a little worried about that.
Yeah, it saves you having to store the spark twice on that platform. Interestingly enough, it is actually humanly possible to only need to store your spark once. But we're talking like tighter than probably the ice cream spark setup. Like I spent probably half an hour before I got it once. To give you an idea.
Yeah, I don't waste my time with these things.
No, and it only saves like what, 1 second?
I don't know.
less.
I would guess maybe a second. I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's not worth it. That's all I'll say. And Nick did in fact get a PB. What do you know? But will he get the most important PB of all? The personal best.
Most important PB is of all is the peanut butter sandwich. To be honest.
I don't know. If you don't add any J to that, it doesn't feel like a real meal. Interesting way of going through this room. This is actually how I do the low percent way of doing this room. I go through the bottom.
Yeah, so you don't have to deal with the
atomics. Yeah, those
atomics.
assholes. Atomics are entirely random, and you don't have charge beam, and they each do 25 damage. And there's really nothing you can do because they're entirely, like I said, they're entirely random. If they want to fire you, they will, and if they don't, well, then you're having a good day.
Yeah, thanks. Those enemies are something to keep in mind for Hundo Hard.
So Nick is, I want to say, about 2 seconds behind from what I just saw. That's still totally PB base. He could still 112 this, I think. But it would be incredibly tight.
You guys and your burrito talk making me jealous.
Yeah, I might have to go get dinner myself after this one.
I'm going to probably eat a sandwich. We have this sort of meatloaf, and it's really. What is Nick's PB? I thought it was 114, but could be better than that. Oh, he has a 113. He must have improved his PB one, and I wasn't looking.
I thought his PB was an extremely low 113, like 113.02 or something.
Oh yeah, corn is great, especially because it's corn in the cob season.
Oh, I love maize.
Ham is really good too, and rice, of course, but
I don't like rice by itself. I need rice with something. Whenever I want rice, I also just want some paneer dish.
there is no specific food that's gonna make you fat. It's just how much you eat, dude. Like you could eat poutine all day as long as you don't eat too much of it.
What? Wow. Ddraig is low on health. I'm not sure what's going on here. So you actually do want the alarm off when you leave this room, mostly because you want to use a pirate in this super missile room to shoot out that second bomb block. Since, for some reason, pirates destroy bomb blocks. We actually use this in quite a few places.
I think in this instance, it's not going to matter because Ddraig probably doesn't have the movement to do that strat.
You might be right, but getting into the habit of knowing how rooms work is better to do earlier than later.
It's too late to fight, guys. Either it was yesterday or the day before, I don't remember.
I missed it. Oh, Ddraig didn't do door cut? Or did he miss it?
So you didn't see MK Leo's like really dominant win in grand final.
So what I heard was MK Leo was down 2-0 and then 1-6 straight.
Yeah, he was down 2-0 and 3 stocks to 1, and then he just like wrecked whoever the other guy was.
That is embarrassing. How do you lose 3? Oh, okay.
I mean, Pokemon Trainer is a weird character, so I guess that's part of it.
Man, I haven't seriously played Ultimate in ages. Like, I played it the other day because Hero came out, and I played it a few times because Hero's a literal meme. But in terms of, like, actual effort and competitiveness, I haven't played the game in ages. Maybe
I
I'll...
don't know why Nick was using that strategy. He must be confusing room strats there. You want to kill the part and not screw attack him on the second pass, because you have power.
Ddraig missed class 2. I guess he unfortunately doesn't know the backup, which is the old cleanup route. Oh, he's even opting to get this power bomb early. That's smart. He will not have to do the Mingli Spark chain. because he's getting this. Oh, what? He almost got sniped there.
And Nick
He missed the
anything.
power bomb from the Zila. Fortunately, he went left to grab that extra power bomb tank. But
So is
dang.
Nick on PB pace here?
He was, I want to say, +2 entering Chozodia, or yeah, entering Criteria, excuse me. And I don't think he's messed anything up too terribly, so I wouldn't be surprised if he PBs here. I can't imagine him getting a 112, maybe with a 2-cycle, or with doubles. But I don't.
Well, he has a really good fight here, so we'll see.
Yeah, he is certainly the best mecha in the universe by a huge margin. See ya.
It wasn't the greatest fight this time. He used up way too many super missiles, so
Yeah.
he loses a little time on the work plot there.
But I think this could have been a 112. Just not this run. But this is definitely PB. Oh yeah. If his PB is truly like a 113-14. Mind you, he still needs to get through the escape. And the escape has killed runs before. I lost
That's a
sub
really
Ross
weird
to the
fight
escape.
there. Place a powerbomb on Draig's plate, on Draig's end.
What did he do?
He ran way forwards to place the powerbomb.
Place it when he went to the room.
Yeah, that's what you usually do, but he didn't do that. I don't play Terraria Pulse more.
Alright, this is it, Nick. You got this. Nice. Gets the shine break. As long as he doesn't fail to press down a couple times. This is totally a PB. And now we have spoilers in the chat that Nick has PB'd. This will not be a 112, but it will be an extremely low 113. Oh wow, those are not the best pirates. Okay. And we are finishing with an official SRL time of 1:13:11, which is both a real PB and an in-game, an SRL PB. So congrats to Nick. Ddraig is in Torian, setting up the Shine Spark. The Shine Spark is actually harder than the Space Boost, but Ddraig gets it first try.
Pulsemore, get a good keyboard. Like, that's all I'm gonna say.
You know, I need to do that too. I keep
I mean-
complaining about SM because I can't press multiple buttons at once.
Why would you play SM on a keyboard?
It's actually really uncomfortable. Like, I can't play CM on a keyboard. SM's so clean on a keyboard, though.
I mean, I would think it's the other way around. It's,
Nope, I
there's
cannot
so many
play.
buttons.
I can't play ZM on a keyboard. It's too hard. But
I can play
SM
Zero
is
on
super
a
easy.
keyboard, but there are so many buttons on it for SM. It's so.
So, how my fingers have been trained, it's SM is just so easy on a keyboard. Just because I just put 4 buttons for.
No, they're
Ddraig really just sat there
But they're
for
mandatory, so
for
everyone
3
speaks a joke about it.
seconds. That's,
What? Oh! Did he not press left or right when falling?
yeah, he didn't.
I've done that before.
Oh, Ddraig congratulated me in the race chat.
Might as well switch to Draig's audio now.
Yeah, now the question is, will Nick come in for an interview? Knowing Nick, yes, because Nick actually does chat. But lately, these races have had a lack of interviews. So
Since
who
it's a
knows?
PB, he might opt to make sure he gets his emulator settings properly first.
Yes. I entirely forgot you had to do that. It's been too long since I PB'd.
Oh no, Ddraig, that sucks.
Oh, yes. So we should talk
I-
about this now since we're here. When you're on a zip line, every 1 out of 19 frames, you cannot drop off the zip line. I have no clue why that is, but it's why you want to mash for that trick.
Or just press it twice. That's what I like to do. It's safe.
Yeah, I suppose mashing could accidentally get you a dash jump, and that loses you time.
I mean, it is a smart idea, Pulsemore. You really don't want to abuse your hands. It does cost you in the long run.
I mean, we all know what the best strat in all of Zero Mission is. It's the carpal tunnel strat for Cocoon. Carpal tunnel triples.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the other big dumb thing in Zero Mission would have to be losing your Shine Spark to bonking a ceiling. Which is always
Oh, Nick was on English. That means he effectively, quote unquote, got it 112.57. Obviously, he can't submit that, but, you know, in his heart, he knows that he effectively got the 112.
It's not truly sub-spidey unless you break his real time, though.
You mean the in-game
His
time?
I mean.
Even I haven't done that, and I have a 111.
Yeah, his game time is just... His real time is just so bad because his run is definitely up for time.
No, but his in-game time is... I want to say his in-game time is still half a minute better than mine.
Yeah, because he pauses and stuff and doesn't care about his real time. You'll find several older runners that really do not like real time at all. But that's a discussion we might not want to get into, honestly. I'm not sure.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed I wasn't around during the time of the old runners like Spidey. Except Spidey wasn't even like quote-unquote old runner. He was like the middle age.
I mean, Spidey didn't really interact with the community so much. The people that were around are still mostly around. Like, I think there was like Fangs, Mobius Man, ZX, Simon came around. Simon came around then too.
But like I'm thinking of like transients.
I mean that you can still look at the old times if you scroll through the forums.
Yeah, but like transients, Spidey.
I mean, Pulsemore, they're still around. I mean, Mobius Man messaged me yesterday, so he's definitely.
Yeah,
still
Mobius.
here.
I mean, Mobius mods the ZM Discord.
I don't think he does anything modding wise anymore, but he's around. Pulsemore, you are out of date here.
What about AJ Bolt?
He's. I actually saw him once on the forum on M2K2 forums recently. So
Ah, so he is still around.
yeah, back in the old days, I was on Game FAQs where there was a leaderboard on there, which I kind of wish I saw. I kind of wish it still existed because it would be fun.
I mean, I still use GameFAQs.
I mean, I don't use the forums anymore.
I sort of do.
The guides that are there are still a great resource, though, depending on the game you want to play. Much cheaper than buying a $20 game guide or whatever. But yeah, back in the day, GameFAQs was
Ddraig,
the
you're
place
too
to
low.
be.
You need to jump. Oh, he already. Of course he got. Of course he got criteria super. What am I? I'm not ready for this commentary. You know, I always wondered whether if you mess this trick up, whether you should just revert to old cleanup.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I wonder if Ddraig is on PB pace. I want to say possibly, but he does need to clean out the bottom right of the ship, and that's about 1.5 minutes. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I want to say it takes me about 122, but who knows. Like I said, his PB for the tournament is a 133.30. Seems pretty reasonable to be able to finish in 11 minutes. So Ddraig is used to SM. In SM, even kneeling makes you bomb jump, but in ZM, as long as you're not morphed, you won't bomb jump. That's another one of the differences. You have to be morphed for you to bomb jump, so to speak.
GameFAQs is where I was first introduced to speedrunning, actually, because of melee target test.
Oh, don't you hold the world record for Roy?
I have the Roy world record, the Luigi world record, and the Bowser world record. Yeah.
And didn't you send the set the Roy world record like not too long ago?
Well, I had the world record for a very long time, and then I improved it by a frame. If anybody's interested, there are bounties. For every frame, you get like what is it, like $20 per $30 per frame or something? You can set a world record.
Who's giving out this money?
You probably won't know who they are, but Sock Dude, Moody, and Safe State.
So you got $30 just for saving one frame.
Yeah, it's $30 per frame, but the records are ridiculously tight, and it's very difficult to save that time. There are still some characters that can save like 5-10 frames. Like the goal right now is to get sub 3 minutes total high score in melee target test, and we're really close. We're like 20 something frames away from that. But yeah, that's how I got introduced to speedrunning back in the day. Melee target test on GameFAQs.
You
It was really
would
cool.
know this, Sam. I wouldn't. Do they use Sheik or Zelda for the Zelda?
Oh, definitely Sheik. She's a lot faster. Because the
Now-
needles hit targets from farther away, and Zelda doesn't have anything.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there were some things that were only available as Sheik or Zelda.
Yeah, I think they might. I don't know who they use for home run contests, though. I don't remember.
You know, it's interesting to think about because in Melee, the home run contest doesn't have a wall, a quote-unquote invisible wall. But in Smash 4 and Brawl, there is actually an invisible wall that you can knock the sandbag back and forth a few times.
Home run
Makes for an
contest is home run contest is really insane.
I would
Like,
say
the
when Ultimate first came out, I was incredibly pissed because Home Run Contest might have been my most played mode rather. So I really was disappointed, and it didn't really feel like Smash Ultimate when you're cutting like half of the optional modes from the game.
I mean, honestly, I was pretty pissed off when they removed Brawl target test is just crap compared to Melee target test, and it's really unfortunate because it was my favorite.
Target tests are amazing. Also, whatever happened to board the platforms?
Yeah, right. But I mean, I would take a well-designed target test. I don't need board the platforms really, but I had a lot of fun with target tests.
I thought it was neat.
But the problem with Brawl target test was
there were only 5 levels and none of them were interesting.
I mean home run contest. Yeah, so in Brawl home run contest, you could get extra bat drops in if you did these pause buffer things, and it was really stupid.
Okay, that I don't like. I actually think the idea you do know what I'm talking about when I say there's an invisible wall, though, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. My brother used to play HRC.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, it allows some characters to do different things, and you can like bounce stuff off the wall. It's really cool, but it's also a neat, interesting concept not to have it. Also,
oh, absolutely. How can you hit the beanbag without making it go horizontally? Both of which are really interesting concepts. So it'd be interesting. Yeah. If in Ultimate they give us the opportunity for either. So
Melee had better spikes for that, though, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
How about that Ganondorf down air?
Or Ice Climber's freeze glitch. I think, are there any other characters that can max out the score? Because you can max out the score in those games.
Ddraig is finishing up here. Looks like he's on what, 130 pace? 131 pace, maybe?
It's hard to tell. I don't really like predicting because it is tough when you have to account for a player's movement and stuff.
Yep, there is still Space Jump B-Tank, and there is the escape to consider, and of course, Mecha himself. Ddraig has 28 supers, which is certainly more than enough to kill the Mecha, with 11 to spare. Oh, it doesn't break the blocks, though. And too far. He's getting a little salty here. He probably is on PB pace if he's getting angry that he's messing up this trick. Oh, close! Alright, now he's going to go for the Shine Spark. You got this, Ddraig. Is he going to be able to... Yeah, he has time. Nice. And he grabs the E-Tank. Alright, so there are 2 ways of checking if you have 100% before you beat the game. First is to just intentionally get hit by Mecha. That's what I do. If you take 150 damage from running into him, you know you have all the items. Alternatively, fire 6 supers, and if he's not dead, you also have 100%. I rather take damage just to think Mecha has a chance. But we all know Mecha's bad. That is 100%, and that is a lot of supers. You
don't technically have to shoot 6, do you? You just have to know that you haven't broken the glass with 2.
You break the glass with 1 super. I think it is 1 super. That might be 2 supers. You can find out a lot sooner than 6 supers. It's just like...
Well, we can usually tell we've gotten 100%. It's just We just most of the time we just miss items because we've forgotten our route or we've done something stupid, which I've definitely seen happen.
Yeah, if you change routes, it is very easy to forget an item as a result of changing your route. Hello, 98% for me in my last race.
Yeah, that can happen.
Oh, Ddraig breaks the blocks. He messed it up twice, then casually accidentally breaks them. That's funny.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if you could collect the tank in cleanup? I mean, in escape, that'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, if only the alarm runner weren't around in the escape, it would actually be faster to grab it during the escape.
Significantly so, yeah.
It'd probably be like 6 to 8 seconds faster, maybe less.
Well, because you wouldn't have to run back.
Right. You would be saving the time it takes you to break the blocks, so to speak.
Yeah,
No, you would save the time it takes to walk across the room once.
Yeah, it would feel more natural.
Yeah, either way, it's time save. Time save is time save. Please, Ddraig, get this.
He's doing it really safe, so he should get it.
Oh, he almost didn't shoot the door. That would have been terrifying if he ran into the door. Especially because he has no supers and he loses time at the work bot. But this is going to be a low 132. Not bad. That should in fact be a race PB, if not a actual PB. And Ddraig finishes with an official SRL time of 133.02. Oh no, that's his old one. 132.12. 50-second race PB. So congratulations, both players got PBs in this race. That's kind of impressive. That's rare. And I heard that French Lightning John also got a PB today. So congrats to French Lightning John for being a the first player today to set this PB hype in motion.
Yeah, I was about to verify his PB.
Alright, so Nick got a 52-15 IGT. I'm not sure what his previous IGT PB is. But now he's only 45 seconds off my PB. Yikes. I should go PB again.
Dedo 110 with 36-17 entered Turian.
And Ddraig, I wonder what his IGT will be. My guess is a 106. 05. 106.05. Let's see how close I am. 109.18. I was miserably far off. But that is a 109. Sub John is free. Now we just gotta ask Ddraig when is Sub Scotty. 109.18. I was miserably far off. Anyway, Sam, do you have anything else to say?
Nope, I think we're good, right?
Yup, Nick hath betrayed us by not coming in for an interview, and I'm not sure Ddraig is going to come in for an interview either.
Well, I think Nick let his gameplay speak for itself, so.
I mean, I guess there were some wood tier moments,
But he did
there were
PB,
also
so.
some good moments too. Anyways, we'll end it
Later,
back to
guys.
Speed Gaming. We'll see y'all later. The only race that's scheduled now, I think at this point, is my own race with Destructor. That's 4:30 on Friday Eastern time. So with that in mind, I'll see you all later.